Offline games are getting better every single month, and November honestly delivered a surprisingly strong batch. From strategy titles and puzzle adventures to survival indies and full-blown action games you can enjoy anywhere, this month has a little bit of everything. So if you're looking for fresh games you can play completely offline, at home, at school, or while traveling, here are the top 10 best offline mobile games of November 2025 for Android and iOS. Let's get right into the best part. Starting off at number 10, we have Dandy Ace. If you're into fast-paced roguelites with flashy combat and quirky humor, Dandy Ace is a fun one to kick off the list. You play as Ace, a magician trapped inside a cursed mirror by an evil illusionist. To escape, you will need to fight through colorful, randomly generated rooms full of monsters, traps, and magic-powered enemies. Each run feels different because the game lets you experiment with dozens of magical cards, your abilities. You can mix spells, swap them mid-flight, and create combos that completely change your playstyle. Want a dash explosion? A boomerang crystal? A rapid-fire beam? You can literally customize your build every time. The visuals are bright, the animations are clean, and the controls feel surprisingly responsive for a mobile version. At number 9, we have Dune Barons. Dune Barons is an atmospheric exploration survival game that throws you into a vast abandoned desert wasteland. There's no glamour here, just sand, silence, and a world that feels heavy and forgotten. You play as a lone traveler trying to survive while uncovering the mystery of what happened to this barren land. The game mixes light platforming with puzzle solving and environmental storytelling. The pacing is slower, but not boring. Everything you do feels intentional, whether you're climbing ruins, digging through old machinery, or searching for supplies. The game leans into loneliness, but in a strangely relaxing way. The music is soft, the sound effects are minimal, and the world feels handcrafted. It's the kind of game you can sink into when you want something immersive without being too demanding. Performance is smooth, even on mid-range phones. Breaking into number 8, we have Prison Escape Journey. If you enjoy story-driven action games with stealth elements, Prison Escape Journey is a surprisingly entertaining pick. You play as a wrongly convicted prisoner trying to escape from different high-security prisons, each with its own challenges and layouts. The gameplay combines stealth, problem-solving, and light parkour. You'll sneak past guards, hack into systems, cut fences, dig tunnels, and even work with NPCs who may or may not betray you. Each chapter introduces a new environment, from underground sewer passages to rooftop chases. The difficulty ramps up gradually, which makes the progression feel natural. And for a mobile offline game, the cutscenes are better than expected. Controls are simple: move, crouch, distract guards, and execute takedowns. Nothing too complicated, but the pacing and suspense keep things exciting. At number 7, we have Chants of Sennaar. This is one of the most unique offline games on mobile right now, and yes, it absolutely deserves to be this high on the list. This is a puzzle adventure game all about decoding languages. You climb a massive tower filled with different cultures, each speaking its own tongue. Your job? Learn their symbols, figure out what they mean, and uncover the mysteries that connect them. This game makes you feel smart without frustrating you. You'll study signs, watch conversations, and slowly piece together meaning through context. And when you finally crack a new symbol, that aha moment hits hard. The art style looks like something out of an illustrated storybook, clean, colorful, and extremely polished. The soundtrack is calm and mysterious, and the entire experience is completely offline. At number 6, we have Faily Breaks Road Trip. The classic chaotic driving series is back, and this time it's taking the chaos on a full cross-country road trip. Faily Breaks Road Trip expands on the original's physics-based mayhem. Your brakes fail again, of course, but instead of just rolling down a hill, you're barreling through highways, deserts, snowy mountains, and even city streets, dodging everything in your path. It's hilarious, it's unpredictable, and the new world design keeps things exciting. You can unlock new vehicles, customize them, and even challenge friends to see who can survive the longest crash run. The ragdoll physics and goofy sound effects make every crash entertaining, not frustrating. If you want something lighthearted and chaotic to kill time, this one delivers non-stop laughs. Moving on to number 5, we have Ojol Life Simulator. If you're into laid-back life simulators with a funny twist, Ojol Life Simulator Delivery might surprise you. You play as an everyday delivery driver trying to make a living in a chaotic city full of random events, traffic jams, and quirky customers. What makes it fun is its simplicity. You take orders, deliver items, and slowly upgrade your bike, home, and lifestyle. There's a light story running underneath, showing your rise from a broke courier to a small business owner. The world feels alive with little details: pedestrians crossing the street, dynamic weather, and even traffic fines if you get too reckless. It's one of those games you can play for 10 minutes or an hour and still feel like you're progressing. Sure, the visuals are simple, but that's part of its charm. It's free, chill, and surprisingly addictive once you get into the loop. At number 4, we have FROGBLOCK Puzzle Adventure. FROGBLOCK is a charming puzzle platformer that mixes clever level design with lighthearted storytelling. You play as a cute little frog trying to save your pond from pollution by hopping through handcrafted puzzle stages. Each level is a mix of logic, movement, and timing. You'll push blocks, flip switches, and use the environment to your advantage. The difficulty curve feels fair, and each stage introduces new mechanics just when things start to feel familiar. The animation is full of personality, the music is upbeat, and the humor keeps it fun throughout. It's one of those rare puzzle games that stays fresh all the way through, and finishing a tough level feels genuinely satisfying. If you enjoy smart, relaxing puzzle games with a ton of charm, FROGBLOCK is a delightful pick. Coming in at number 3, we have Thronefall. Thronefall is one of those games that looks simple until it absolutely destroys you. This is a minimalist strategy plus tower defense hybrid, and it works incredibly well on mobile. You play as a lone king building and defending your kingdom against nightly waves of enemies. Instead of overwhelming players with endless menus and micromanagement, it focuses on streamlined mechanics that are easy to learn but hard to master. Placing defenses, balancing your economy, and deciding how to upgrade are all quick but meaningful decisions. Visually, it uses a clean, low-poly art style that looks charming while keeping performance smooth on mobile devices. The battles get intense, with waves of enemies testing your defenses and forcing you to adapt on the fly. At number 2, we have Dunkadillo. Probably the most unexpectedly fun game on the entire list, Dunkadillo is a physics-based action arcade game where you dunk an armadillo. Yes, a basketball-playing armadillo, and it's awesome. The game mixes pinball mechanics with basketball hoops, trick shots, obstacles, and destructible environments. You flick, bounce, smash, and ricochet your armadillo through cleverly designed levels, trying to score as fast as possible. The physics feel tight, the sound design is crisp, and the stages get more elaborate the more you progress, with springboards, rotating blocks, spike traps, and portals that launch you across the map. It's chaotic in the best way. Every shot can be either genius or a complete disaster, depending on your aim. The visuals are bright, the animations are smooth, and it runs perfectly offline. And finally, at number 1, we have ACECRAFT. ACECRAFT is one of those games that made me laugh the moment I booted it up. A cat piloting a fighter plane through bullet hell chaos? Sign me up! The Cuphead-inspired visuals are absolutely gorgeous, full of charm and energy, but don't let the cartoony look fool you. This game is tough. The difficulty curve ramps up quickly, and you'll need solid reflexes to survive more than a few stages. What keeps me hooked is the variety of builds you can create: shields, bombs, speed boosts, and crazy combos that let you adapt to your playstyle. On the downside, the difficulty spikes might turn some players off, especially if you're not used to bullet hell games. But for me, that challenge is part of the fun. If you want something fast, stylish, and a little ridiculous, ACECRAFT is a blast. And that wraps up our list. If you've already played one of these or have a favorite free game of your own, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your picks, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more lists like this every week. Catch you in the next one.